Hey, welcome back to my channel. During our kitchen renovation series, I briefly touched on the custom range hood, but I didn't go into too much detail. So today I'm going to go back and walk you through the steps on how I designed and built our custom range hood. Before we jump into the tutorial, I want to let you in on a little secret on how I plan for my projects. I do it with the help of the Remarkable 2 paper tablet. I'm partnering with Remarkable for this video, and I'm excited to share the amazing features of the Remarkable 2 paper tablet and how it's allowed me to focus and think better. Remarkable 2 is the only tablet that really feels like paper. It's perfect for replacing all your notebooks and printed documents while still keeping everything you need to support digital workflow. Plus, you can take notes, read, and review documents without the presence of pop-ups, social media, or other unwanted distractions. I use the paper tablet during the early stages of planning and visualizing my DIY projects. With this custom range hood project, the paper tablet has allowed me to dig deeper into product manuals, visualize different designs, and create to-do lists with the checklist template. Here I'm converting my checklist for the custom range hood into text and sending it to my email. There are a few different designs that we were considering for the range hood, so I used the paper tablet to visualize each of the options. We thought about doing a simple straight hood with a wood accent around the bottom. Another option was to add a slight curve to the front of the hood. We ended up going with the last design with more of an exaggerated swoop on the front side. Ideas for new projects are constantly popping into my head, and it's so easy to grab the paper tablet and jot down my thoughts and ideas whenever inspiration strikes, distraction-free. With paper-like reading and writing, my thoughts flow more freely and I feel more inspired. Thank you, Remarkable, for introducing me to this breakthrough technology. I encourage you to check out the link in the description below and consider integrating the Remarkable 2 paper tablet into your distraction-free daily routine. Okay, let's get into the project. We have a 30-inch range, and I bought this 28-inch built-in range insert from Home Depot. You can find the link for that in the description below. Overall, our hood is 2 feet tall by 30 inches wide. Be sure to follow the instructions as to the required distance from the range to the bottom of the hood. This will determine how tall you'll need to make your hood. For this project, I'm using scrap wood. I was able to find what I needed in the garage, which was nice. For the bottom frame, I'm using 2x6s for the sides, a 1x6 for the very front, and 2x4s to support the front and back of the range. I'm securing these pieces together with wood glue and screws. I placed the range hood insert in the frame and then secured it to the frame with the screws provided. Next, I'm assembling the upper frame. I built this out of 1x4s. The lower frame and the upper frame each have the same exterior dimensions. I'm using 1x4s for the vertical supports and securing them to the bottom frame. For the vertical pieces in the back of the hood, I'm securing them to the frame using pocket holes and pocket screws. For the vertical pieces on the left and right side of the hood, I'm securing them to the inside of the lower frame. Next, we're taking the upper frame, making sure it's level, and then securing it to the vertical supports with screws. In the front of the hood, we secured a scrap 2x2 so that our drywall had something to screw into, helping to create the curved feature. I used some scrap 1/2-inch plywood to create a spoop for the bottom, and this is what we will screw our drywall into. I just hand drew an arch and then cut it out using my jigsaw. I secured each of the arches to the frame of the hood with brad nails. Last, we are securing some 2x4 blocking to the top of the framing for the hood. We will be anchoring screws into these blocking pieces and then into the ceiling joists, so I made sure that the blocking was laid out correctly. We had an electrician run wire for the hood, and that's just hanging down from the ceiling now, so I'm installing an electrical box so that I can run the wire through the electrical box. Once the hood is secured to the ceiling, I will install an outlet so that I can plug in the vent. We're securing the hood to the ceiling joists with 4 of these 4-inch lag screws. During the kitchen reno, my dad drilled a hole in the roof and installed the vent and 6-inch ductwork, which we will connect to the hood vent and secure with duct tape. Now that the hood is secure, it's time to finish it off. I bought 2 foot by 2 foot 1/2 inch drywall squares, which fit the height of the hood perfectly. Devin lent a hand and drywalled the hood for me. He used a drywall knife to cut the curved sides of the range hood. To drywall the swoop in front, he wet the back of the drywall and scored a bunch of lines so that the drywall was easier to bend with the curve. We added some drywall to the bottom of the hood, and then I made a patch to cover up the remaining hole in the ceiling. For the arched part of the hood, I used this flexible corner bead, and then this metal corner bead is for the rest of the outside corners. For the joints, I used this drywall tape. I stapled on the flexible corner bead and then covered all the joints with the joint tape and this joint compound. I still have to do some sanding and install the rest of the corner bead, but I think I'm going to try and apply a coat of this surecrete to create a cool plaster texture. I will report back on that. If you're wanting to build a custom range hood, I hope you found this tutorial helpful, or at least gave you some inspiration. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.